But yeah, we left off last time. We were doing mini games and end game stuff. We were always decorating our house, forever adding ornaments, just completely covering the front door. You got your baby niece the well done steak plush. Aw. The plushes for that game are really, really cute. The palicos are cute. What are they? They're not called malamutes, palamutes, right? Wait, how'd you get out? Did the ceiling break? Or were you from outside? That's never happened before. Are they hungry? They've got tons of food. Here, let me grab these. That was weird, right? What's going on? When you squish it, the cooking theme plays. Oh, I love it. Okay, we're gonna do our tasks on the farm. We'll start out with that, and then we will see what we want to do from there. We'll probably go out on more treasure hunting and do more slime science so that we can get some of the upgraded stuff. Oh, you know what we should do is put out the little mines and drills in different areas so that we can get better items. Oh, I didn't even need to do this. Okay, hang on. Hang on, friends. I got a plan. We're gonna give these heartbeats to you and feed the fire plort or the fire slimes. Okay, we're gonna do this. The boost is good now. My sister had a back surgery. I'm so sorry. Yeah, that's definitely stressful. Well, you can come in here and relax and take a load off for as long as you need. Yep, it's anything medical and like surgery wise is a big deal. We got the plorts from over here. Let's snag these now. And snag these. Oh, I need to be mindful. When you suck up items in this game, the one complaint we have is that it kind of flashes light on the screen, and it's not great if I stand too close because it gets really blinky and stuff. Oh, Indy!
Ah, hello!
Enjoy that custom 12-month alert.
Oh, well.
Thanks for the love. Let's get a bunch of hype in chat for the 12-month resub. I appreciate it, Indy. Wow, a whole year. Welcome back to the human race. Enjoy your brand new 12-month badge, your emotes, and your ad-free viewing. We're very glad to have you and to know you. Thank you for that support. It means a lot. The puppy cat clip, yes! Exactly. Exactly. Thanks for the hype. Chuck, welcome in as well. It's good to see you. This isn't Goose Game? It is not Goose Game. We switched over already. If the category didn't show up, let me know, because I switched on the phone app, but it might not have worked. We did our best at a speedrun, and we finished the game in 49 minutes, which is 7 minutes off the slowest time in the category that we were doing. But I'm proud of what we did. It was a lot of fun. So then we are doing our classic de-stress from a speedrun with slimerancher. It does show slimerancher? Okay, cool. Yeah, and we have that emote that shows up when you're doing that too. That's funny. It's funny when you're not expecting it. Same thing with Goose Game. If you capitalize the G in Goose Game, it gives you the goose emote instead of the word. And then I think these will give you carrots. And then they like these briar chickens too. There's so many of them in here. 1, 2. Oh, there's just 2. The rest of them are elders. That's okay. Here you go. I got chomped. They exploded on me. Let's pick these up. I love the fire slimes. They're adorable. They play with this little coal and they huddle around it and light it on fire. been lorking. 7 minutes time save? Yeah, exactly. That's the only way to look at it. Goose Game, just so you all knew, Goose Game is really wonderful, really fun. I don't plan on continuing with the speedrun, but who knows? Maybe someday I will get the itch to play it again and say, well, you know, we could shave time off. There's a lot of potential there. Yeah. You know how it goes. I say these things on stream that I'll never do, and then 10 days later I'm doing them, so. Elder Chicken's part of the Elder Chicken Council. The wisest critters. Let's sell all this. I think we are gonna run out of room. Yep. That's okay, we got most of them. Still says Goose Game for me, but says let the slimes take your stress away. Oh, that is really weird. Oops. Yeah, that's well, there's plenty of slimes in Goose Game, right? We'll put these in the refinery since they kind of spilled out. We'll take these ones too. I love this game so much. It's so easy to jump back in to our routine and get stuff done. So we're gonna make let's make 2 advanced drills and 2 advanced pumps. We're gonna run out of pink plorts though. And let's make 1 advanced apiary, and then we're gonna have to, oh, we got an achievement. Be the builder. Then we're gonna have to get more pink plorts, but that's the easiest one to get. We have all of these recipes, and we're trying to get the next treasure cracker thing that opens these pods. We can open green and blue pods, but we can't open black and purple pods yet. It's just a game within Goose Game. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Let's place these. We don't have any running here. Oh, we do. Let's do this really quick too. These have 3 minutes, 2 minutes on them. Okay. Snag these real quick. We're gonna get burned. 1, 2. Ooh, there's 100 honey plorts in here. Dang. Let's sell them. I gotta stand further away. There we go. Holly, what's going on? Hello, hello. Happy Sunday. Grab these and then we'll be set. I don't think we need to go into the caves right now. Oops, we'll save that for later. Okay. You know what I want to try to do too? I'm not sure if it's from... I think it's from an upgrade. Oh god, what is it called? Let me go back and show you because I can't remember the name for it. The thing where you upgrade all the color packs. There's one where you can upgrade the appearance of the different slimes. It's level 7Z Rewards Club. It's level 1,000,000 or something, and you can change how your slimes look. Master Gordo Snare, Tank Booster Ultra, 60,000 gold for the next upgrade. We only have 20 something, I think. 24,000. And we need more pink plorts. Let's put these in the refinery real quick. Oops. Oh, nope. Just toss one up there. Catch. All right, let's go. Let's go put these. What's the best warp? We need to get to the jungle area, the moss blanket. So let's go this way. And this is something new. I haven't done this yet. Oh, I forgot. We should go check on our tangles too. Our tangle dervishes and see how they're doing. They're doing okay. 60 dervish plorts. They have all the chickens they could ever dream of to eat. They seem happy enough, right? And I think we have a link down here to sell these, or did I not set that up yet? Yeah, it's right. Nope, that's not it. It's right here. I nominate Tangle Dervish for the best name slime. It's a good combo. Rad anything is a good combo though. I like that there's a rad slime. Look at these cuties. Okay, this area is a mess, but everyone seems pretty happy. We're just gonna... we'll sell these really quick. Love our puddles. Love our puddle slimes. Wow, Jen. There were some really cute puddle slime gifs too. Oh, I should put that tabby slime gif back on the screen since I found that today for the speedrun. We could add it somewhere. Rad slime, I know. Rad dervish, rad... What are the other ones? The rainbow ones is mosaic. I just like the name rad, apparently. Here, let's do this, and then I can have the little tabby up on screen. Bam. Where should we put it? Up on top of chat? Let's make it face the other way. Nice. Or maybe just down here by my face. I want it to be in a good spot. That's good enough. Yay! So many cutie slimes. We're now ready to warp right here. This is gonna take us to the moss blanket where we can put down some apiaries to get royal jelly so that we can finally make drones and get our ranch a little more automated. Enlarge it to cover the whole screen, yes. It's too cute and it needs to be shared. I wonder what kind of stuff you can find from mining in the different areas. I know there's a bunch of good stuff in the moss blanket and what's the purple area called? Indigo Quarry? But I wonder what kind of things you get from Ancient Temple and what's the other one? The desert, the glass desert. You know, are those items even more rare and special? It could be. I'm looking for the section of moss blanket that has all the flowers and bumblebees. Okay, there's a honey slime. But I don't see the flowers yet. Here's some over here. Let's try this. Let's do gadget mode. Oh, we can't put one down here. Okay. We can put one right there. I don't know if that's where I want to put it. Savior, thank you so much for the follow. Thanks for supporting a fellow human. Welcome in. I hope you're having a good Sunday. Is this the right direction to get to the the section with all the flowers? I think so, right? Because you have to go past these angry boom slimes. Yeah, this is where I want to put it. Okay. Please tell me I can put one in here. Yes. Let's put a... We have to put at least one apiary over here. And then let's put a drill. And... Oh, is that it? We can only do 2 in this room? Dang. I was hoping to put down at least 3. Well, let's go through here and see. I haven't done this before. This is the first time we're putting down a drill, etc. in another area besides just our ranch. Okay, let's put one here. See what happens. Now we'll go to the quarry and do the same thing, I think. Now we need to... Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Do we have... We do have a warp. Let's put down our first warp. Gray Warp Depot. Transfer resources between 2 points. Okay, so we don't have a teleport yet. I think I have the blueprint to make a teleport, but I don't think I have the materials to make a teleport. That's okay. Very cool. So then once we get the stuff from these refineries, we can just warp it back through there. Interesting. I wonder how that works. Let's set up the other one. The blue warp. We'll put it next to the refinery link. Nope, stop. Oh. Yeah, we'll just put it here for now. We'll test it out. We'll see how that goes. You can move them wherever you want and you can experiment with them. So this will be our first attempt. It looks silly just sitting out in the middle of nowhere, but what can you do? Maybe this, since there's 3 spots for tech here, I'm thinking we'll just end up putting either 3 teleporters or 3 warps. Eventually. Do I have any upgrades? Nope. Treasure Cracker 3. We're trying to get the 3rd one. Llama, hi, how's it going? Welcome in. So let's go over here. Are these done yet? Yeah. Nice, royal jelly. Ooh, we're getting so lucky this time. What? 3 royal jellies right in a row. That's so good. After nothing for ages. Okay, so let's put all this in the refinery. And then we should be able to make a drone? No, it's wild honey that we don't have. Okay, fair. We're trying to get wild honey from the moss blanket. That's why we put down the apiary in moss blanket. Just finished a D&D session. I'm so good. Also got pepperoni pizza. Nice. That sounds amazing. I'm glad the session was good. Is this what? This is the one you're DMing? Or are you playing? Med station. Teleporter. We need deep brine. And I don't know where to get deep brine, but maybe we'll find some in moss blanket. Indigonium we get from indigo quarry. Wild honey we get from moss blanket. Spiral steam. I don't know what that is. Hexacomb. Silky sand we must get from glass desert. Okay, so we're working on getting these teleporters. We're working on... We need more pink plorts. This is an industry now. We gotta automate things and make our tasks easier. I DM'd a one-shot that was an actual one-shot. My players hunted down and slayed a troll. Nice! GG's. That sounds very successful. Okay, are you half part pink? Yes. I need these. And I need these. That's good, that's 28. From now on, we really can't sell any more pink plorts though. They're all going in the refinery. God, if I could aim. What the heck? They just go flying everywhere. Is there only one up here? I'll sell this one. Just one. It's fine. Okay. Oh, there's another one. You saw nothing. I don't want these rock pink largos to run out of food. Oh, but they have a lot of food. Okay, good. Good, good, good. Slime Rancher is the true elite first-person shooter. I guess. I gotta aim better. Gotta work on my strategy. Now we're going to Indigo Quarry. Right? Oh. We might have enough to make one more drill or something. No, no, we're fine. Yeah, we're fine. We're just gonna put one drill and one pump down. We don't need to make another apiary right now. I think the warp is just outside of this area. Why are you all grumpy?
Yes.
Don't be grumpy.
Yes.
Eat some fruit. Storm, thank you so much for the follow. Thanks for supporting a fellow human. Welcome in. People have to train for years on Overwatch to be even decent operating the Slime Rancher Yeeter Feeder. Apparently. I had no idea what I was getting into. My peaceful relaxation game is actually a first-person shooter. Are any of you all grumpy? No, I think we made everyone happy. Oh, this one's still grumpy. I see you. Eat this fruit. Eat this fruit. Ugh. I love when they refuse to eat the fruit that I give them. You know, why am I even in this room? I don't need to stay here. Have your Q berries and be merry. Have your plorts. We're leaving. I'll come collect those plorts later. We've got stuff to do. It's a lot of hunter slimes. Yeah. We can just put stuff down right here. So let's put an advanced drill. Oh, we could have put them next to each other. And an advanced pump. Is that it then? Do we need to do anything else in this area? I don't think so. That makes it really easy that you can put them directly next to the teleport. Whereas the moss blanket teleport, it's not so straightforward. Alright, now we'll collect these plorts since we got time. I actually think I bought enough to get to put a refinery link in here if we want to. We should do that. Don't mind me, just doing some housekeeping, picking up the mess. I don't know what it is about this game that makes it so satisfying to me and relaxing. Do you all have a game where it's just you get in the zone and you could play it for hours? Because that's how Slime Rancher is for me. I will never be afraid to return to it on stream or like think that I maybe shouldn't stream it, because like we always have a good time. It makes me happy. And that's that. Monster Hunter for you? Yeah. Everybody has their game that helps them de-stress. Or just feels right to play. Okay. Almost full. Oop. And one more hunter plort. There we go. Let's put down... Where should we put this refinery link? Just in the center here? Or up on this little ledge? Let's maybe put it... This looks good. Let's put it here. Lovely. Okay. I'm doing this to make a conscious effort to not stand so close to the thing, but dang, my aim today. Nailed it. Tetris effect for you? Nice. Here, have these fruit. Have these fruit. Probably Stardew Terraria. Yeah, those also feel really good to play for me for a long time. And with Stardew, you get into the, like, Llama, we've talked about this, that just one more day, just one more day in Stardew. One more task that I want to do. Terraria is dangerous because there are no days. You don't have to sleep, so you just keep playing until you're like, oh shoot, it's 5 hours later. Okay. So many Q berries everywhere. And then we will go to, I guess we'll go to Glass Desert and see if we can't put stuff down there to try to get some more resources, get some of that sand stuff. The shiny sand, it has a special name. We'll get these puddle slimes too. Can you not terrorize my puddle slimes? Thank you. Oops. No! Go back in the water! Okay, but we get to hear them make their cute noise again when we do that, so I'm cool with it. I don't like that this little green home shows up all the time. I wonder if there's a button that turns that off and on. I know how to get home. These we're gonna sell. Is CC stuck for me only? Ooh, I don't know, Llama. Is closed caption working? It was working earlier, but I can mess with it if it's giving us trouble. A special name, glitter? Yeah, I don't, it's like silky sand or I don't know. They give it some funny name to make it cool. Like this item is an odd onion, but this one's just a regular carrot, so I don't know how they decide to do their different naming conventions. Doesn't make any sense. Dang, all these chickens are aging. It stopped for a comment on Ace's Monster Hunter? Oh, interesting. We'll leave that for now. And then I swear I pressed some button that made this little like warp show up. There it is. It's the left arrow key or whatever D-pad left that turns this little home button on and off. Okay, I'm glad I figured that out. That was gonna annoy me. What's the fastest way for us to get to the desert? It's okay, Ghost. You just, you can sit back and relax and you'll catch on as we play. This is called Slime Rancher. It's kind of like Stardew Valley, but with slimes. That's really it. It's relaxing and I love it. Yeah, I think the closest way is just to go through here. Oh, actually, you know what I haven't tried before? How quick is... No, this warp isn't quicker, right? Because you have to travel through some of the indigo quarry to get to the temple, right? I don't know, we'll try it, but I don't think this is quick. Porcus, hi, how's it going? Welcome in. Thank you for the 5 months. Thank you for the resub, Porcus. I appreciate it. We're very glad to have you in the human race. Enjoy your Earth badge and your emotes and your ad-free viewing. And happy Sunday. We are doing some resource mining. These little gadgets have timers on them. They're gonna get some cool items for us. And then I'm trying to remember the best way to get to the temple area so that we can put some more of those down. Oh, but we didn't build any more. So what am I doing? What are we doing? We'll get into the groove of things and then it'll be a little bit smoother. We're gonna build some more stuff before we go over there. I wish that I had a better teleport situation. I guess that's the only way I can do it. I wish there was a way to get to this room really quickly, because I keep coming back here. So we're going to the glass desert. We definitely want to drill. We've only got enough for one more. Yeah, I think we would rather have a drill more so than anything else. And then... Can we make anything without pink plorts? These are all just decorations. Okay, well that's good for now. I don't know why the game has given me a massive craving for cheeseburgers. Interesting. Let's grab this really quickly. Ooh, okay, cool. We already got 22 more of these. I can't keep up with grabbing all the plorts. We always need more and more and more. This one, right? Yeah. Everything looks yummy in this game. Yeah, really, it does. Looks like candy, or the vegetables look really good and the fruit looks really good. Okay. I think the boom plorts and the crystal plorts we can still keep selling. We are not gonna run out of those in the refinery yet, but the other two we need to put in the refinery. Let's see if I can aim this time. Go, go, go. Digging the plort. Loading noises. The noises are great. Sound design, excellent. Sell these. Okay. Good progress. Let's empty this. Is one of these full? No, one of these over here is full. I think just the blue, the rock plorts. Yeah, this is the only thing that's full. Let's grab it. Oh, we got smacked. Okay, so one thing I don't like is when I put boom plorts in a pen right next to where I need to pick up resources. That's always fun. They have food though, so that's good. They won't smack us too much. Okay, we're ready. Can you give us a quick glance of the starry sky? Yeah, look how pretty it is. The plorts look like they're having fun in there. Those are slimes. The plorts are... Oh, look at the pretty moon. Okay, so if you've never seen this game before, you have the slimes. You can put them in pens on your ranch if you want to, or you can let them run free. Either way, but if too many different types of slime combine, they turn into a monster and they destroy your farm. So you can only combine 2 types of slimes at a time. The slimes, when you feed them, they produce plorts, which are these little diamond things. It's basically slime poop, and you sell the plorts for money. And then you can make new gadgets and new upgrades and explore. So majestic, yeah. And you can meet new characters and do new mini games, and you can upgrade your house and decorate it, and you can buy toys for the slimes. That's what these are. This little squid toy that I just have been decorating my house with toys because they're cute looking. Okay, there we go. There's a spinning top, there's a dinosaur. All the different types of slime like different types of food. They like different types of toys. And everything is really adorable looking and colorful. And it makes squishy noises. There's chickens that overrun your ranch. Here's a Rubik's Cube toy for the quantum slimes. Ooh, why are you grumpy? There's so much food sitting right in front of you. This free range area is so chaotic. There's just chickens and phase lemons everywhere. You love quantum slimes? They're real neat. I like that I figured out how to have the quantum slimes be free range because they're so unhappy if you try to put them in a pen. What's over here? Oh, okay, I know what that is. Was this where one of the secret areas was? No. I need to make a point of going back there at some point, though. I said I would. I feel like I need a guide for those. I stumbled upon these secret... They're like secret basements. And you go on a little platform, there's a warp pad, and you come out and it's this like kind of cave area with a ton of treasure chests that I can't open yet. And also, what else did they have? Some of them had gold slimes running around. It was pretty cool. I'm trying to figure out how to get back to the desert. Here, this is what I want. Secrets, yeah, I need to find one again so I can show you and you don't think I'm making it up. Because I found them off stream. After we beat the story of this game, I played, I don't even know, I had a couple days where I just played Slimerancher nonstop at home. And I found some secrets. Thanks, Leakbeak. I appreciate it. Your faith in me means so much. This is also where we found that party slime, but I don't think those are still, I don't think that event is still going. I wish it was. Oh, here's one of the treasures that we can't open yet. Need to figure out how to do it. This is where we're going. Through here to the temple. The party slime, so we were standing up at the top of Moss Blanket entrance. I don't know, we were talking to chat, we were paused for a moment, and then there was this like bass noise. Like it sounded like my neighbors were playing bass music and I was hearing it through the walls. And I looked around the upper area where we were standing, but I didn't think to jump down below. And finally I did, and there was a giant Gordo slime with star-shaped sunglasses and confetti and a party hat. It was so cute. I think it's on one of the thumbnails for one of the VODs. Oh, I have to hit this switch again. Can we put drills and things in here? We might not even be able to, actually. Is there something out there? I get so scared of falling in the water. Okay. Dex, hi, welcome in. How's it going? Happy Sunday. I want to see, can we put any of these? Oh yeah, we can put one down. Should we put a drill or a pump or something here? No. I'm gonna wait because I'm saving it for the desert, but we'll come back and do that eventually. Ooh, is this a special seasonal crate? No. No ornaments, just items. Ooh, I lost track of where we are. Uh-oh. Let's go this way and see what happens. I think I just need to get up top again. Yeah, this is the entrance. Oh well. Hit the switch, and then I'm gonna go in this way instead, because this is the way that I know to get there faster. This, when you saw, if you saw our house earlier that was all decorated, I decorated it with these little echo lights. That's why it looks like there's Christmas lights everywhere. Okay, I need a jetpack to recharge. I'm not, should we keep these with us? I'm gonna let them go free. Today is not a Christmas light day. Today is a mining resources day. This game, yeah, is so cozy. It's so good. We were just talking earlier about games that help us de-stress, or games that just feel good to play, and it's not the same for everybody. I know there's people that don't love Slime Rancher because it is first person. There is a little bit of that, you know, moving your head around too quickly sensation. But for me, this one just feels so satisfying to play. And people were talking about how Stardew was that for them, or Monster Hunter, or Tetris, just something that is comforting and really feels good. That's why why it's so fun to revisit nostalgic games too, our favorite games from when we were kids, right? Because it just feels like home. The nausea factor, yeah, it has a little bit of that with this game because you swing the camera around so quickly. I don't get it when I'm playing it, but I could see maybe if I were watching someone else play this for a long time that it could do that. And obviously some people can't even play a game like this because of the first person thing. Haven't played Slime Rancher yet, but I feel like it's okay to watch because I can keep up with where we are. Oh yeah, and it's the story, we're done with the story now. It's pretty subtle, and it's very much, ooh, that's a cool ornament. it's very much woven into all the other parts of the game. So if you're not paying attention, you wouldn't even know that there was a story to this game. Or not even if you're not paying attention, but if you're not reading every single letter that gets sent to you, or reading all the little, these things, the hologram things. There are people who don't like Slimerancher. I guess people are allowed to be wrong. Not a first-person game player for that reason. Yeah. Yep, love Minecraft, but in small doses, because Minecraft does that too, that same thing. Okay, we made it to the desert. It always takes me forever to get here, but it's always worth it. This game has grown on me. It took me a while to get into it. If you remember, we played it once on stream, and maybe 2 times back to back or around the same time. And I didn't know that I was gonna come back to it, and then all of a sudden I just, like, it really clicked for me and I loved it. Let's just go ahead and put our drill right here. I don't really know where else to put it. That's the fastest way home, right? Just to go there and then back to the warp pad. We need to make a teleporter. Remember the last time I played a game like that? I feel I get sensation from watching people play old side-scrollers that I'm familiar with. Interesting. Pretty oasis. Yeah, this area is really fun to... you have to water these flowers, and it makes all this greenery grow and blossom. It gives you these... well, this is a dervish slime. Okay, no. Where's a tangle slime? I don't know if there's any tangle slimes nearby, but the tangles are the last ones that we found. They're little plants that blossom in the desert. We can do a little treasure hunting in this area before we go home. Since we spent all that time getting here, I might as well make the most of it. Let's go... Oh, hi, Tornado. Let's go back to the start. In response to, it's not bad if I'm playing it, but if I'm watching it. Something similar with Monster Hunter. Didn't really notice how flashy the game is till one of the clips. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Can you turn down the animations a bit? Monster Hunter doesn't do that for me. Actually, Ori did that for me a tiny bit. Ori 2... when you're doing combat, and because Ori glows so brightly, it just, there are times when you can't tell because there's an enemy flashing and Ori is flashing. Not so much flashing, but there's just a lot of light moving, and you'll think that your character is over here even though they're not. It did it for you too, uh-huh. I would lose track of where we were on the screen quite frequently, actually. We made it. Here, this is kind of what the tangle slimes look like, but we'll try to find one if you haven't seen them yet. What's another game? I think... Oh my gosh, there's a roguelike that came out that was super... Oh, I think it's Dead Cells. Is it Dead Cells? Where there's a lot of combat, like slashy, flashy, bright animations all happening at once. Kind of like Hades too, where you get all these cool different powers and abilities from different characters, but when you're using them all at once, as a viewer, it's really hard to tell what's going on. Because I'm not the one pressing the buttons, triggering all the different attacks. I don't know where to... We're just gonna stay up high to see if we can see any treasure from this vantage point. Oh, there's one right there. Speaking of. Have we not opened this one yet? Nice. I didn't even know this was here. What is it? Potted cactus? We got a new plant decoration. Nice. Dead Cells is so confusing. Of those platformer games, I think Celeste has been the easiest to watch visually. Yeah, because there's no combat. I mean, that might be part of it. You're just jumping and running away from enemies sometimes, but there's no There's no other characters but you to avoid during the cutscenes and stuff like that, or during the different levels. Can I get up here? Thank you. Oh, secret, but I can't open this one yet. Enter the Gungeon is also flashy, tons of stuff, but there I have the opposite thing. I like watching it, but I panic when I play it. That's fair too. Oh my gosh, can I get... excuse me, can I get on top of this thing? I don't think so. Let's go over here. Ooh, heat storm. Is this cover over here? No, just a little ledge. Well, I don't want to lose our high ground, but I also don't want to die from the heat storm. I think we'll be okay, though. Let's pop down in here. So we'll be safe as long as we stay in one of these bubbles, the oasis bubbles. I feel like we still have not seen a Tangle Slime. I'm gonna wait for the heat storm to be over. Also, my tea is gone. Let's switch over to water. Thank you, Ace. We added cat jam and rat jam now to our BTTB emotes. So if you want to cat jam to the heat storm music, you can. I feel like it matches pretty well. Exactly, heck yeah. As scary as the heat storms can be, the music is a bop. Okay. Let's find... Gosh, I don't know. I think we're just gonna end up going back. What is... Oh, fire slimes! What are y'all doing out here without any flames? These are Tangle slimes, but these ones are mixed with pink slimes. They're still really cute. They have that little flower on top of their head. Oh, I don't have anything to feed that guy. This is a lucky slime. If we give it a chicken, it'll give us a bunch of money. But we're just gonna enjoy how cute it is before it disappears. Here's the Tangle slime. Look how cute! Oh wait, I'm just gonna take one... No, I'll take both of them back. Can you not? Alright. I don't know. I think we're just gonna go home. I didn't have a very good plan for this. We found a treasure. We put down our drill. We are gonna add another slime to our dervish area, I guess, back on the ranch. I feel like there's definitely treasure or something over there, but I also don't want to get lost in this area. We'll be stuck here for days. Let's go! Oh, this is the plant that we just got. We can make these little cactus plants and bring them back to our farm now. And decorate with some greenery. I look forward to it. I I brought these fire slimes back because I didn't like that they were gonna perish out in the open. But actually, I think we only have one furnace, so... Can we store them? And I think you can only put like 4 in here at a time. Right? Shoot, I don't know. Okay, let's do this first. Ornament. Oh, you can't see it. Okay, okay. There we go. This is a cute dinosaur squeaky toy that we're decorating the house with. Squeak! Squeak! You've restocked Pez Llama. I'm ready for anything. Nice. The dino toy made an adorably cute noise. Yeah. The toys are all really cute and squeaky except for the lantern, which is the one that we gave all of the phosphor slimes, the little firefly ones. You can give them a lantern and they really like it, but it makes this noise like breaking glass. It sounds like they're destroying things when they play with it, and it's a little bit unsettling. Here you go, friends. I don't know what to do with these fire slimes. If we put them in here, will there be... Okay, well... Will there be too many? I don't know, let's try it. So far, they seem happy. If I read about it in the Slimepedia, it'll tell us how many you can put together in one area. Ow. Let me pick up these plorts and sell them. Okay. Breaking glass, yeah, it's like this weird, it's supposed to be kind of probably a clinking, you know, 2 glasses clinking together like cheers, or like a I don't know, but to me it just sounds like the glass is breaking and I don't really like it. Let's feed you. Nice. Let's snag these. There's some achievement that we don't have that is, I don't know, X number of different types of largos on your farm. But I really like how our farm is set up. I don't want to switch it yet. I don't want to go achievement hunting yet. I'm having too much fun. Why? Why does this keep happening? I think it's hitting the little green switch. There we go. Had to get those cheeseburgers. Nice. I hope they were delicious. Okay. Now we're gonna go to the docks. I need to pay closer attention to how long the drills go for, so that we can set a timer so we know when it's time to go back, you know? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we'll put both of you in here. Little cuties. And let's refill your food with prickle pear. Yeah, Saturn slimes. Those are the dervishes. They're fantastic. They're really cute. I had them free range out here, but they make those little tornadoes and they decided to yeet themselves into the ocean and it was not a good time. I think this one's about to become a Tangle Dervish. Yep. Welcome to the family. And they're playing with a toy that looks like a chicken. Or no, they're playing with a toy that has a little sunshine on it because the tangles are plants, you know, and they love the sun. Let's get this elder roostro out of here. Oop, no, you stay. I'm gonna rescue you. You can live your peaceful retirement here. There's so many hens just chilling in this enclosure and they're not getting eaten. It blows my mind. Okay. Good, good. Everything going according to plan. Here's these. All right, you all ready to check on our drills and things? We didn't put any next to the, what is it called? The lab? I can't remember what that area is called. The slime science arena. It almost looks like a greenhouse. Or it reminds me of, that's not true, it doesn't look like a greenhouse. It reminds me of the area in Stardew where you build the greenhouse. Oh, this thing, yeah, because it's got these arches. It's like the shell of a building. Let's go build some more stuff. We can make a few more things. Okay, good. We made one drill. Let's make a pump, an apiary. Let's make another drill. That's good for now, right? And we have another warp tech as well. What's the cat jam rat jam? Politely extend the notion the cat is a better choice in this situation. They're BTTV emotes. I don't know if you have the BTTV extension, but they show little animated. You can see them on screen, like in chat above me. Sleekbeak did the cat jam one. They're just fun interactive things. Okay, drone needs 2 wild honeys. That's what we're hoping for. Pepper jam. What is pepper jam? And how do I get that? Okay. Let's go to... Let's pepper jam with you. Okay. It's good? You've had it before? Oh, yeah, I guess jalapeno jam is a thing, right? In the real world. I don't know how you get that item in this game, but in real life, it's a tasty condiment. Okay, we're gonna go... I'm not great at how I track through all these areas. I feel like I'm doing this in a very roundabout way, but we're just doing our best. I also wonder, I have a theory that because, look, this area has the wildflowers and stuff. Do you think if we put down a drill in this area that it would act the same as if we put a drill down in Moss Blanket? Or do you actually have to be in Moss Blanket to do it? I'm wondering, because it would be a lot quicker if we didn't have to walk all the way out here. You like the tours of the overworlds? to play it, it gets repetitive when I walk the same path to go back all the time. It's fun when we explore the overworld, but when I have to make the same trek to get to Moss Blanket every time, I'm like, I wish I could just warp there. But it is very scenic, you're right. I think we just go all the way over here to the danger section. Oh, that's not it. Where's the danger section? Oh no, I'm gonna get lost. Here it is. Okay. Little random, but pepper jam made me think best recipe I've ever tried making with pepper jam was a burger. Pretzel bun, Munster cheese, peanut butter, bacon, pepper. That sounds so good, Chuck. What the heck? So many of my favorite things on a burger. I love pretzel buns. I love Munster cheese. Bacon and pepper jam sounds like an amazing combination of things. No, not the danger zone, the danger section. Whoa, look at all this stuff. Okay. So then, what's this gonna give us? Is this the apiary? Yeah. Yes, we got it. Wild honey. That's exactly what we wanted. Okay, you know what's gonna get hard though is we should probably only put down apiaries or only drills or only pumps, because now I have 4 different types of items and my inventory is already full, so I have to be careful about that. But these last 12 minutes, that's how long it takes. Pepper jelly's a little hot versus sweet, goes well with bacon and PB. That sounds really good. No, Ghost, no. It's just a little bit spicy, that's it. Okay. How do I get to the next area? Over here. Look at these cute little honey slimes. Hello. Anything good? Nope. We're looking for ornaments when we do that. So now, this will be the first time we figure out how this works. Oh, wow. It just transported that chicken into this thing. Okay, rude. Let's put these down. Let's take this out. Because you can only transport one type of item at a time. And the most important one we want right now is the wild honey. But that means, oh, this is frustrating. I don't like this. I really need to make a teleporter. So then this is where we pick up the 2 things that we just transported are right here. Interesting. And that didn't help us at all. But, I mean, we needed to bring this stuff back. That was just very... Like, if I'm collecting one of something, I could have put all the buzzwax in there, maybe, and just left it and come back for it later. It's all good, though. We're learning how the warp tech works. You make pepper jelly with peppers and lots of sugar, same way you make jelly with strawberries, or grapes. A little spicy, very sweet, very delish. Yeah. Yum, yum. So can we make a drone now? Where are they? Drone. We can make our first drone. I've been waiting for this for so long. It's gonna take all of our wild honey. Let's do it. Where is Maggie? We got our first drone. We finally did it. How do these work? Let's set up a station here. Let's just put it here for now and see what happens. End game. I know, we're getting all the upgrades I wanted for so long. A helper bot that can be programmed to buzz around your ranch and perform a variety of tasks. Well, I don't want it in this area then. I want it in the main area because that's where we get the most backed up. Yeah, Maggie, we did it! How long have I been saying I wanted one of these? Let's put it... I want to put it in either this area or this area to help out. I mean, I think eventually you can make a bunch of them. Do you stress about what area, like which spots for tech that you put everything in? I feel like I'm gonna ponder and go back and forth on where I want it all to be. Look how cute you are! Okay, let's activate. Target, source, destination. A drone can only operate in one ranch expansion? What does it mean? Target. Okay, so what do we need the most help with? We need the most help with pink plorts getting to the refinery link. So let's try that. Source. Oh, only from one source though. Oh, no, just one area. Corrals, ponds, incinerators, silos, plort collectors. Oh, from the plort collectors. And bring it to refinery link. Cool. Look at it go. Oh, I'm getting, okay. This is so cute though. Oh, it's a little happy. It does a little, it did a little jump. I'm just gonna follow him around. I'm a proud parent of a bee drone. Look at it go. Okay, I'm gonna, is there, can you upgrade these as you go, or is there only one version? It looks like you cannot upgrade them. This drone is currently carrying cargo. Modifying its target or resetting the program will result in dropped cargo. A drone can only operate in one ranch expansion, so you can have multiple drones in the area we're in right now, but they can't leave this area, right? And they each have to set up target, source, destination, target, source, destination. And we could have that in the, I don't remember the names of the different areas, the different expansions. I think that makes sense. It's a little worker bee. Yes! So cute. I'm sure you'll make an excellent parent to the bee drone. Thank you. I love it. Now we have to get more royal jelly. Here, let's tidy up for a second before we venture out again. So we gotta pick our priorities. Now that I know how this works, you have to prioritize if you want to have like drilling in the quarry and apiaries in moss blanket. I feel like it makes sense to just do one thing at a time and then switch, you know, rather than one of each in every area. I need to leave at least one. Here, let's leave 2 hens and 2 roostros. Okay. Whew, royal jelly, yes. The cream of the crop when it comes to jelly. I can't say that phrase and not giggle. I had some friends in college, just after college, who were obsessed with Macho Man Randy Savage. So I cannot say the words cream of the crop and not think of them saying it over and over again, thinking it was the funniest thing in the world. I mean, it was pretty funny. He was just a character. This is almost full. We'll leave it there and then we'll go give this to the Nobody does it better, yeah. I only know certain ones that they would repeat too. Like, I don't even know that much about him, but I know that he said cream of the crop, rise to the top, and some other choice words in there. And oh yeah, but I cannot say it properly. I apologize. Do these slimes, will they go back in this thing if they get outside of it? I'm not sure. I'm not gonna risk it. But I'm glad to see they're all still happy, even though I put more of them inside of the pen together. They're doing great. It's Mary Poppins and there we stop. Exactly, yeah. We're at 34,000 gold. We've made only 10,000 gold since we started, but I think we've been focusing on a lot of other stuff in the meantime. Oh, it's all good, Sleekbeak. Yeah, there's just some choice. I feel like I should put a couple videos in the Discord to explain the memeable nature of this man. Ace of Hearts, new Ace, welcome in. How's it going? Happy Sunday. I hope you're doing well. Let's go to check on, well, we gotta pick up the other resources that we left behind from the moss blanket. So let's go get those. Hi gang, I hope you're doing well. What are you up to? We had somewhat more stressful beginning of stream because we were doing a speed run and now we're relaxing with Slimerancher. I'm very pleased with how this day is going. From where it started, I told you all I was moving slow, it's rainy, it's gloomy outside, and now I feel 100 times peppier and happier. And SpongeBob, thank you so much for the follow. Thanks for supporting a fellow human. Welcome on in. It's been a good day. We had a bunch of raids earlier, some good energy from chat. Oh my gosh, I don't have anything to give this gold slime, and it's already gone. I never bring anything with me preemptively, and I need to start doing that for the gold slimes so that I have food to give them. This isn't the right spot. I never remember where to go in here. Oh, maybe it is this way first? Let's go here first. Chilling right now, deciding what anime you want to watch? Ooh, what are the options? This is the way I always go. Oh my goodness. Hey, Nichols, welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. How's it going? How's Undertale? Oh my gosh. Is this your first time playing Undertale? Have you seen it before? Are you new to the game, or are you going for a specific goal? And thank you for that resub. Thank you for 3 months. Enjoy your brand new Earth badge, your emotes, and your ad-free viewing. We're very glad to have you. Welcome back to the human race. Vinland Saga, Your Lie in April, Assassination Classroom. I have not heard of either of those. But is it a tough decision? Do you love all of them and you just can't pick between the 3? Finally playing first play, but I've seen it before. Going for pacifist. Nice. That's awesome. Bren, welcome in as well. That game is so freaking good, and I hope you love every second of it. I'm kind of in the same boat. I've never played it all the way. I've barely played it. I've never played it all the way through, and I've seen lots of it. So I think if I do ever play it or stream it, I would be going for very specific goals. And trying to see, like, I would be the type of person that actually wants to see all the secrets and spoilers and Easter eggs. I'd be like, show me, I don't want to miss it. Okay, I have, I'm gonna grab this. Can I move this? I can demolish it. I can't move it. That's frustrating. Okay, well, now I've learned my lesson. Don't place these in area. Don't spread these all apart so far. What a predicament to have too many items and not be able to carry them all home. But at least now I know what to do with this thing. We're gonna put all the buzzwax in here because that's what we get the most of. What is this, a pump? Yeah. Jellystone. Oop, we lost those. Is this buzzwax? No, these are slime fossils. Did those go into the ether? They just stand there and float in the water for a bit. Interesting. Sorry, I am very distracted by our task at hand, which is we're resource hunting and slime rancher. We're kind of in end game doing all the advanced slime technology stuff. So we've been trying to set up all these machines to do mining for us, and that's what we're working on today. But thank you for the raid. Thanks for coming in. It's always good to see you. I'm excited for you playing Undertale. If you're not following Nichols and you want to go check out some Undertale playthrough, I highly encourage it. They're all so good, yeah. I know, Ace, that's a hard decision to have to make. Time I was off, WrestleMania starts at silly o'clock here. Have fun, Indy. Thanks for hanging with us. Appreciate you. Again, thanks for the 1 year earlier, and we'll see you real soon. Take care of yourself. WrestleMania. I only knew that WrestleMania was happening because our dear friend King Cake, like, live tweets the whole thing, and he follows it really closely and posts a bunch of updates. I love it. I love seeing the enthusiasm. It makes me happy when people get excited about their hobbies and passions and pastimes. Dang, I really need... this is so inefficient. I'm upset about how we did this. You know what though? We're just gonna leave. Which one have we not gone back to? The quarry. Let's go to Indigo Quarry and see if we can get some more stuff. The deep brine, whatever that is, and it'll help us make a teleporter. We don't have to keep going back and collecting things as soon as it's ready. I'm just gonna leave all the drills where they are for now and pick them up as I go because it's so hard to keep going back and forth. This one is awesome. This one is so easy. It's right here by the entrance. Look at that. Indigonium, slime fossil, jellystone. Bam, bam, bam. Easy. And I think we did... I can't get any of these. This is primordial oil. Yeah. Just leaving all these slime fossils behind. But I wonder if they're still there when we come back. Oh, I picked up a hen. Here. I didn't mean to do that. Is it still here or is it gone? It's still here. Good to know. The last outing we had before COVID hit NYC was going to a taping of World War. Oh my god, Jen. WWE Raw. It was a silly fun time. I'm glad. I went into autopilot and just saw 2 W's. Oh, I forgot. There's this refinery link in here. There's that glass noise I told you about. This toy, this lantern toy, makes all those breaking glass noises. I'm gonna take it away from them because I don't like the noises it makes. Our next task at hand. Placing... Okay, let's strategize. Let's find something cool to look at while I sit here and think. Can we go look at the sunset? Everybody take a moment. Decompress. We're gonna think about our next move. Here, and we're gonna gaze upon the night sky and the horizon. Ooh ah. I want to set up apiaries in the moss blanket area because we want all the wild honey. I think we're gonna set up... What's the quickest thing for us to do? Probably what we were just doing, and put them all as close to the home teleporter as possible. And then... Or if we get enough stuff to make a teleporter, we'll be in good shape. I think we also want to do... What is the deep brine? Is that from the drill or the pump? I'm guessing it's from a pump. But I feel like I'm gonna have to use a guide for that. So relieved that other people have the same decision-making moments. I know this game is supposed to be... It's not supposed to be stressful, but I'm like, we have to strategize. Let's read this really quickly. Resources. Deep brine. Oh, it's exclusive to the dry reef with a pump. Okay. Good to know. So we should make another pump, and we can just leave that on the ranch, or we can put it right close to the entrance because that's in the dry reef. Lava dust? A rare resource obtained with a pump. So that one doesn't say that it comes from a specific area. Hexacomb, royal jelly, jellystone, indigonium, slime fossil, strange diamond. I can't keep track. Okay. So some of this stuff is just rare, and we'll get it no matter where we set up our equipment. Let's set up a pump in the dry reef. That's all I got out of that for now. You do this all the time. I have to talk through it. I have to make sense of it. Make a little checklist. Figure out what we're doing. I guess I'm assuming that our ranch counts as dry reef, but let's not assume. Let's go one screen away and set it up right here. Pump. Cool. 12 minutes. Hi, cutie. Look at this little phosphor slime. Boop. I love them. Okay. Now that we've done that... Gosh. Oh, that bee, the drone makes such a cute little noise. Let's go build some more things and figure out where we want to put them. So do you think people just set these up all over the place and pick them up when they have time, because I don't think it's very efficient for me to go on these missions to pick up all of our stuff. I don't know. I'm overthinking it for sure, but in any case, the possibilities are endless. How dare they make such cute noises? Let's put these in the refinery. We still don't have the next level of treasure cracker. I don't know when we're gonna get it. We must have to make more stuff to get it. Maybe we can focus on that too. Porcus, thank you for the hydrate. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. I'm gonna snag these and then do that real quick. Slowly getting to max plorts in the slime science machine. I mean, that's one goal, to get it to max out. I'm looking at getting more of all the different types of resources. There's still a bunch of resources we haven't even found yet. Oh, max plots, max plorts, yeah, autocorrect. I needed that. I needed that hydrate. Let's see what we can build. I think we're gonna also start making things we've never made before, because that's gonna help us advance. Do we have enough for another refinery link? We do. And a market link. Maybe we'll make one of each. Because right now I don't think we have anything in our inventory of the links. Gotta head out to figure out dinner. Have a good stream. Thank you, Nichols. Have a good dinner. It's good to see you. Thanks again for the raid. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday as well. My laptop doesn't like plorts. What is it that we have in our inventory right now? Okay, we don't have a refinery link because we put one in the grotto. Well, I'm gonna make these then. Where are they? Here. They're always good to have in case we need them. Actually, we should have just put one of those in that section of the whatchamacallit. Moss blanket. The gears are turning. The gears are turning. I have an idea. Are these full? This is full. We're gonna sell these because I don't have too many blueprints that need them yet. Or I guess we could always sell half and store half. That's pretty safe. So many chickens on my ranch, looks like they're at a zoo looking at the slimes. I'm getting worried about the chickens in the docks area. Oops. Because I thought that the tangle slimes would want to eat them, and they're just not eating them quick enough, so what do I do with all those chickens? Can you sell them? I don't think you can sell chickens. I think you can put them in storage, you can feed them to slimes, and you can throw them off of a ledge, you can release them back into the wild, and you can probably, I hate to say it, but you can probably incinerate them. Yeah, evil stuff. But no, I don't want to. Maybe we'll release them all back into the wild. That seems like the lawful gen thing to do. Ah. I tried to back up and I thought it was still gonna go in there, and it didn't. It's dangerous to have them that close to the rad cats, rad tabbies. Okay, did we get everything? Yes. It looks like they're hungry. Are you out of veggies? They are. Dang. How did this happen? Go. Roasted chicken. Uh-oh. I mean, at least, so with slimes, what is it? The hardest thing to deal with is largos that you want to relocate, right? Because you can't store a bunch of them. But at least with chickens, you can just store them. You can put them in the backpack and take them some other place. Like, that wouldn't be too difficult to relocate them. Let's pick up all these silver parsnips. The mosaic's favorite food, and restock this so they don't get cranky. Cool. Now what? My plan was to go back and put a refinery link down in the moss blanket, and I think that's a solid plan. So let's go do that. It takes a second, but I think it'll be worth it. 2 fully upgraded silos with a bunch of extra veg and fruit, one of which is almost completely full. My ranch is too efficient. You have won Slime Rancher, Meggie. You did it. You beat the game. What level 7Z rewards are you? How high does that thing go? We've barely made, we have not made actually 20,000 gold yet this stream. I feel like your farm is just churning out 20,000 gold per second or something. It's impressive. I am impressed. So we're gonna take care of the drills and stuff I put down in here. I'm gonna just chalk this up as kind of a wash when it comes to learning where to put all the drills. But we'll leave the thing that we put down in the glass desert for another time. Oh, you are so rare. I can never find you when I need you. Is that a Largo? Yeah. Normally you don't get regular hunters, but it's a Largo. There was one time we had a mission where we needed to find a regular hunter slime and we couldn't find one anywhere. Yeah, the little raccoon looking ones, they're so cute. Oops. That was a tabby, right? I don't know, I'm getting distracted. Let's continue on our path. But yeah, we'll set up more drills and things in the glass desert once we have a teleporter. It takes too long to get there. It's a pain. I think this is where we want to go. Yep. So we left this hexacomb behind. I haven't finished the game. I haven't gotten the end credits. You haven't yet? Maggie, are you waiting? You want to do it later? Yay, that one's done. Okay, good. I learned my lesson. Ooh, that's what the lava dust looks like. So now we can place, let's just do this really quick and put down the refinery link and take care of the tar slime. Okay, excuse you, rude. So now we can put the we can just send the resources directly home. That's a better idea. I don't know what I was thinking before. Lava dust. Cool. I think I just wanted to test out that new tech, but it didn't make any sense. I think it makes sense if you have like 5 items and you really want to take the 5th item home. But other than that, it's not super useful. We should take this with us now. Pick up. Okay. Cool. I've been trying, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Oh! Oh! So, I don't know exactly what triggers it, but I think I know one of the key things. But yeah, that's really interesting. We kind of stumbled, to be fair, we kind of stumbled across the ending. I wasn't directly going for it, but it did happen when we followed a certain path. That's so fun. The ending is so good. The little story stuff is so good. Okay, let's grab whatever this is. Jellystone, slime fossil. I think this has one more cycle. Oh, and that's it. Okay. So let's pick this stuff up. Let's get rid of you. Ooh. You can't pick up the links, you can just demolish them. Well, we can just leave it then. There's no point in demolishing it. I guess. Gotta go D&D time. Have fun, Maggie. Thanks for hanging with us. Have a good rest of your Sunday. Been getting rich and deep diving into slime science? Yeah. Thank you, Maggie. Appreciate you. Thanks, Ace. I like that clip. I already know what exactly it is that you're showing. Man, I'm just so torn about these blue links. I feel like I wasted them since you can't pick them back up, but we learned our lesson. I'll leave it there for now. I feel like there was a secret area not too far from here. But I could be wrong. We have to go up top to get to it though. And I don't remember the quickest way to get up there. Thought it would be a fun one, yeah. Yeah. Oh, who's hurting me? Boom slime. Is there something that's low enough for me to jump off of? That's the closest. Okay, cool. I wasn't sure if we could make that. I'm gonna try to see. I think there's a secret over here, but I could be wrong. I would love to show you. If I have the right place even. This pretty little grove. But didn't we come back here and I looked and it was gone? Do you only get to see them once and then they disappear? Oh, look at the sky. Look how pretty that is. The pinks and purples and blues. Moss Blanket is still my favorite. I love the music. I love all the flowers. I think it would be cool if the Tangle slimes could also survive in Moss Blanket. Pretty. Your fave colors, yeah. Such a nice combo. Oh, here it is. Here's the secret. Okay, you ready? We're going in. Let's see what happens. We're gonna grab some of this fruit, because last time there were a bunch of gold slimes, but I don't know if they'll still be here. It looks like they're gone. I think they were all in this first area, and then if you've fed them, they'll give you a bunch of money. Yeah, they're all gone. That's okay. But look at all the treasures in here. We just don't have this treasure cracker yet. Look at them all. Treasure, 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 treasure. And there's a couple of warps in here that take you back to... That takes you back to the ranch. Oh, there's just one warp. Yeah, there's just the one. Isn't that cool though? I stumbled upon it, and I think these open based on certain events that you do in the glass desert. So we can go home from here if we want to. I don't think there's anything else I need to do in this area. Thanks, Llama. I like the song. Yeah, there's nothing else in here. All right, let's just go home then. I don't need these fruit. Pow, 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 pow. It almost looks like that should open right there. You see how that square is a little bit different? What's that? Maybe I'm imagining it. Maybe there's just a light source or something. If Zelda taught me anything, what, go behind the waterfall? Okay, we're going home though. We'll be back. Let's put this stuff in the refinery link. Hello? So then we have 2 more items or pumps or whatever. Bomb the odd block. We don't have bombs. A couple more things that we can pick up from the moss blanket. Let's go back and we're gonna go back and forth between moss blanket and quarry. We're gonna leave the one in the glass desert alone for now. That's just our this is our lives. This is where we're at. We're learning. That hunter slime just took a bite out of me. Rude. Okay, these should be done. This is second cycle. Lots of indigonium. Dang. It's not worth it putting a refinery link here though, because the other refinery link is so close. It's right here. Okay, aim. Oh, we're gonna get chomped on. Go eat your fruit. You'll be much happier. I'm trying to aim. Okay, we did it. Here, everyone, calm down, please. Who else needs a snack? You do. I see you. Stop being angry. There we go. I definitely fed a couple of the angry ones. Okay. Let's go get the rest of our stuff. Slowly falling asleep, so I'm gonna hit the sack. Good night, friends. Thanks for the good vibes. Llama, have a good sleep. Thanks for hanging with us. We'll see you real soon. I hope you get lots of rest. You're gonna go to bed too? Okay, Sleekbeak, sounds good. Thanks for hanging. I appreciate you all. It was a bit of a up and down stream with the speed running at the beginning, and now we're just relaxing, so we'll see ya. We took care of all the items in there. Now we're gonna go to... I don't know. Let's check on the one we made in the dry reef, because if we get enough of that brine, we should be able to make our very first teleporter, and that's what we're trying to do eventually. It's right out here. Is this one ready? Yeah. They do a little they do a little dance when they're ready. It's very cute. So now we've got some brine. Like this. Slime time! Ibis, how are you? Welcome in. It's good to see you. We're relaxing on the ranch. Ooh, these slimes are causing... They're setting everything on fire. That can't be good. That's kind of their main goal in life, though, is to set things on fire. Let's see what we can build now. We can make our first teleporter. A set of 2 teleporters that can be used to create your own quick travel link. We can make a pink one or a blue one. Oh, or a gray one. Well, what color goes best with all of our stuff? All of our stuff is green, but none of the tech is green. We have the most. What do we have the most of? Oh, we actually have the most. Hexacomb and Indigonium, I think, is our best bet. Yeah. Let's make the blue one. It's slime time. Hi, Sykes. Welcome in. It's good to see you. Yeah, exactly. That's the perfect lineup of emotes. We're making slime science. We're trying to get resources to make gadgets so that we can improve the ranch. And we're about to make our first ever teleporter, so let's do it. Oh, we can make all of them. No, we can make a pink one as well. Should we just make 2? Yeah. And just like that, our Indigonium is gone. No, that's okay. We have enough of all the other things that I feel like that was a good move. Doing good today, getting a lot done over here. Just sat down with yummy PB&J with walnuts. Tasty. I like it. I'm glad to hear you're getting a lot done. We are too. Oh, we have enough resources to make the slime ball hoop now. Do y'all want to play some slime ball? Oh, slime stage. We should have done that. Clip-on fashion pod, googly fashion pod. That's the thing we're looking for. The fashion pod changes the color of the different slimes. It's really cute. These are all decorations. I kind of want to make this. How many resources? It takes 2 royal jelly, A bunch of our spiral steam, jellystone. Yeah, we're gonna make it. Let's play some slime ball. Here, do we need to tidy up this area? Yeah, let's do this real quick. Meg, hi, welcome in. How's it going? We're improving the ranch. I made my first drone today and my first teleporter. Just making all kinds of enhancements. How are you doing? It's good to see you. For those of you that don't know Meg, she's also a fellow slime rancher enthusiast and a good friend. Hello, friends. Let's make some money. Let's sell these. I don't need to put anything else in the refinery quite yet. Okay. Make that money. We're doing so good, but I'm slowing down on my slime science stuff because there are certain resources that I don't have very many of yet, but we'll get there. Do we still call you Meg P or are we switching to Meg B? Yeah, I know you're contemplating the name change. Still deciding? Nice. Thank you for that shout out as well. The little green stars are cute. The green stars? From when we put stuff in the refinery? Or from when we sell it? Oh, look at that bee emote from selling. The selling animation is cute. I think you all have enough food for now. Yeah. Our next step is... Honestly, I'm just waiting for all the pump things and apiary things to be done. I feel like I over-exerted myself with some of the new slime tech. Let's feed our friends. They're hungry. There you go. Here, have some carrots. You all have some carrots as well. Ooh, they're low on food. I need to find something to feed the fire slimes. Here, wait, how many chickens are in here? 1, 2 roostros, 1, 2 hens, it looks like. And everybody else is an elder. Excuse me. Pardon me. It was meant to be. I love it. Let's go get the beets. I wonder, do the drones ever run out? Does your slime technology ever break and you have to repair it? I don't think so, from what we've seen so far. I would be kind of mad if that was the case. That's good. That's plenty. And let's grab these. At least as many as we can. Perfect. These ones we have to put in here because we use the most of them. Eventually we're gonna get another drone just to do rock plorts. But this is fine for now. Ready, go. I love the little fire slimes. Look at them go! They're all just huddled around their toy. They love it so much. I should get them another toy. So they can spread out a little bit. Hey cuties. Whoops, oops, whoops. Sorry. Things are getting out of hand. And go. Go. Nope. Stay in your pen. Thank you. Gonna buy you another toy, I promise. Precious Slime Huddle, yeah. They're so heckin' cute. The fire ones and the puddle ones. They love the toys. Belief. Thanks, Ace. It's me.
Yes.
Welcome in. How's it going?
Yes.
Thank you for the follow. Thanks for supporting a fellow human. We're glad to have you here. Let's buy another... What is this one called? Charcoal brick. Perfect. They love their charcoal brick. Let's give them another one. I wish there was a little bit easier way to transport the toys. They're so clunky and big, but I get why they do it that way, I think. They don't want to make it so that you can store a bunch in your backpack. Okay, so... This is... I think one of these is full. Yeah, these are really full. I can't wait to get another drone. We're gonna sell these. That's good for now. Ooh, and I forgot about our boom plorts. Can't tell if those are slime sounds or BB you hear. Oh, is BB at the door? I think it's slime sounds. She was just napping when I went on break. Living the best life. Oh my goodness. I had, for those of you that don't know, BB is my cat. I had both the cats come in here, BB and Duncan, because this room is more cat-proof now than it was previously, and they did pretty good. What was it that Duncan kept trying to do? Oh, I worry about this chair a little bit, because it does have, like, the fabric, whatever it is, fake leather arms and seat, and I thought Duncan was gonna scratch up the arms. But he did pretty good. And then he wanted to jump up on some of the shelving that's behind me. I'm testing it out. I would love for them to be able to come in during stream and say hi to you all on their own. And Cat Cameo will still exist as like the special overlay, and I'll give them treats and all that. But for now, I still kick them out of the stream room. More cats, I know. Y'all are just here for the cats anyway. It's just such a funny combination, like streaming and cats or video games and cats. They want to be on top of the computer. They want to be on top of the keyboard. They want to be right in front of my face. Like, it's such a bad combo, but I can't help it. I love them. We can't, you know, we can only cat-proof the room so much, and then we just have to embrace it. Oh wait, I think I need to put carrots in here. Yeah. Gotta buy a plastic laptop and mouse. Oh, like a decoy, and see if they're trying to copy me. Yeah. That could be it too. Did we get all the... No, we still didn't get all the plorts. Let's get these. That's where the big stretch photo came from. Yeah, that's right. She was in here and I took that picture of her the other day. You can see it on the Ko-fi page. I've been keeping all of her stuff up to date on the Ko-fi for anybody that's been following her medical stuff and her journey and her surgery progress. I put extra pictures on there. It was really cute. She just completely had her little paws, her arms above her head. You could see her whole belly. Everything's nice and healed except for that one tiny little part of the incision. Okay, I'm getting a little sidetracked on doing farm tasks, which is normal. Let's focus on what do we want to do next? We've probably killed 12 minutes since we started, honestly, running around the farm. So let's just go back to all of our stuff. And pick it up all over again. Yeah, she's a trooper. She's doing all right. It's this one's ready, right? Yeah, it's gonna do the little dance. It's stressful, but we're just making the best of it. And she, like, when she stretches out and does stuff like that, she's just living her best life, you know? It makes me happy that she doesn't seem too bothered. We're gonna have to come back for those. That was a pretty good haul, and those are gone now. So we can decide if we want to focus them on drilling or keep a drill there or a pump there. What do you think an apiary would do in the indigo quarry? Is there a special type of jelly that you get from the quarry? I don't know. Maybe we just haven't found it yet. Okay, those are done. Let's go back to the dry reef. Excuse you. Oop, leave the puddle slimes alone. They get so angry. Yeah. Having a little tantrum. Perfect. I want more of this stuff. Okay, that one has another cycle. It goes here. Oh yeah, now I notice the green stars when you put stuff in there. It's cute. I need to pay closer attention to those detailed animations. We're almost done cleaning up our mess. Let's go back to Moss Blanket and take care of what we started. I'm probably gonna tear down those links now that I know how they work, but it's fine. Maybe I'll get an achievement for the first time tearing down slime tech. Destroying your creation. What a waste of valuable resources. I think the links are not that too... they're not that resource heavy. It's not too bad. The teleporters definitely... the warp links, I should say. The refinery link and the store link, I would be very sad if we destroyed those. Because they have that royal jelly and it's so hard to come by. Let's go this way this time. We kind of just wing it. Aunt, how's it going? Welcome in. Happy Sunday. It's good to see ya. We finished this area, right? Yeah. We cleaned up all of our tech that was over there. So now we can go up to this one, and this should be the last cycle that it's on. Just a bunch of jellystone. That's it. And slime fossils. Alright, well, we learned our lesson. So that was a drill in Moss Blanket, and it doesn't really give you that much extra. It's not any different than a drill in Dry Reef, it seems. Okay. Cool. Does this game have unlimited days? yeah. You just keep going until you don't want to play anymore, from how I understand it so far. We haven't seen anything that's like, oh, you have to complete something in the first 300 days or whatever. We learned, actually, yeah, it's day 101. Wow, 100 days of slime. Some of these quests, when you do them, have a timer. You have to do them. Well, they all have, I think, a 24-hour timer. Now that I think about it. 101 hype. Yeah, I definitely wasn't 100% sold on this game the first day we played it, and then we played it some more. I thought everything was adorable. I thought it was fun, but I got too tied up on my ranch tasks and we didn't get to explore. But then once we started exploring on some of the later days, I got really hooked. Let's go check this one again. Okay. And now it's a staple. I know. We consistently come back to this game. Let's go. Oh, we have a teleporter now. So let's see if we can put that down. Oh, interesting. When you pick the one link up, it picks both of them up. I only had to destroy one. So let's do this. We're gonna set down a teleporter to get our stuff back from the glass desert. I'm nervous. I hope it works. You can it's installed permanently until demolished, so you can't pick them back up. Well, what is it we're trying to get from the glass desert then? Maybe we won't do the glass desert. Let's set up our moss blanket stuff again, even though we just came home from there. And let's make it easier on ourselves to go back and forth. So moss blanket will be pink because of the pink flowers. I'm nervous. I hope I do it right. And then we'll take, what do we want? Apiaries for moss blanket, a couple of them. So let's take a couple of those with us. See if we can't make a couple more before we leave, right? Look at all this fire and chaos. We have one on our person, so let's just do 2 more. Let's put 3 down and see how that goes. I wish they lasted for more than 3 cycles, but it is what it is. We're gonna try to get more wild honey, more royal jelly, and we'll just go from there. We can try to put a teleport down for the glass desert too. I might wait on that one a little bit longer. Okay, rude. Googled it, believe it or not, modders calculated the limit. Oh, really? That's interesting. How many decimals is that? Oh my gosh. Billion, 4,294,967,295 days. That's our new goal. CC just randomly turned on my end? Oh. Oh yeah, I forgot that we were having some closed caption problems earlier. Has it been out this whole time? It got really delayed. This is probably the quickest way to where we need to go. Yeah, so I think this room... Oh, you can put one up here. Has 2, right? This is where we had them before. Which we could set them up the same way. But I kind of want to put all 3 in the same room. Actually, we could put them in the main area. Oh, this is a fun spot for it though, right? If we put 4 in here. Or 3 and then 1 teleporter. I don't know, what do we think? Maybe not. Let's go back to the main room. Couple millennia. Nice. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. Let's go back out here. Yeah, I see you, boom slimes. 24 minutes multiplied by that huge number. Yeah, look. Okay, this is like a central platform. We're gonna put the teleporter here, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we can branch out from there. That's plenty. I think I'm ready to do it. I'm nervous, but we got this. Can turn it different directions. Okay, cool. Now let's set up our apiaries. How many spots are there up here? 2? Let's do this. This. And we can put one... We'll just put them all on the lower level, because why not? Okay. New strategy. This is a little more streamlined. The difference between a drill and an apiary is the drills will get us any rock from under the ground. So items like indigonium, diamonds, what else can we get from a drill? Can we get... No, not buzzwax. Jellystone. Slime fossils. Yeah, this stuff. Jellystone, indigonium, something we haven't found yet. Slime fossils and strange diamonds. And then apiaries get you all the honey and wax. So you can get hexacomb, royal jelly, wild honey, and buzzwax from an apiary. And one other thing that we haven't found yet. And then the pump will get you all the liquid stuff, the oil stuff. So primordial oil, deep brine, something else we haven't found yet, spiral steam, lava dust. I have a feeling all of these are going to be glass desert items, right? Because it's like another dimension, another world. You're not going to find any of the stuff that you would normally find in the dry reef. That must be what we're missing. We need to go back there and set up the other teleport. Anna, hi, welcome in. It's good to see you. I would imagine it seems there's a pattern. Yeah. Very clearly missing one of each category. Suspicious. Doodles. Anna did a fantastic Bob Ross stream the other day. I hope you had a lot of fun. It was fun watching. I was lurking in there for a bit. Let me grab some chapstick really quickly. And has been playing Pokemon and Animal Crossing, doing art. Good stuff. All right, we set these up so now we can go home. I selfishly really want to color code my teleporters. I don't want to use the blue teleporter on the glass desert. I want to use the yellow teleporter on the glass desert, but I don't think I have the materials to make a yellow teleporter yet. Had a lot of fun with the beard and everything. Yeah, it was so good. Oh yeah, not only was it a Bob Ross stream, it was a Bob Ross cosplay and art. I love it. What does it take to make this one? Silky sand. Oh, that's the thing we haven't found yet. You can see it here in this window, but I don't think it's in our Slimepedia yet. Because, yeah, sand, desert, because we haven't picked it up. But it'll show you items here that you've never found before, I think. Is that the only one that we've never found, but it shows up here? Excuse me. Oh yeah, because Pepper Jim, we haven't found that. Okay, yeah. All these things we need to go pick up. Interesting. I don't know what I'm gonna accomplish by just staring at that. Let's go back to the glass desert. That's our only next option. Potted cactus, yeah. The names are so good. Primordial is one of my faves. I don't know. They just come up with the cleverest things. Do we have two? Yeah. I continue to let you all live your luxury retirement. I hope you appreciate it. You beautiful hen-hens. Okay. How's everybody doing on food? We good? We good. Let's go. Indigonium, yep. Is also good. They just come up with lots of clever little names for everything. I love it. We're making the long trek back over to the desert. I'm probably gonna cave and make this teleporter, right? Well, no, because once we get there, it's easy to get back. It's just getting there that is so long for now until we finally get a teleporter. Oops, don't get stuck. Even if we just got one that was past the ruins, that would be really nice. We've made a ton of progress. I'm so proud of our little ranch. We've come so far. We go this way this time. I almost defaulted to go the other direction. Let's go! Big ranch. True, it's big now. It's getting automated. Technology. I wonder, once we get some of the more of those drones and more of the teleports and stuff, if it's gonna be quite as satisfying to play though, because half the fun is going through all these motions of, I don't know, wandering to the different areas, right? Oh, I still don't have any food to give you. I'm just gonna admire your beauty. Look at this cute little lucky slime. They're so cute. I never have anything on me to give them. But they're adorable, so maybe they bring us good luck when we have a sighting, right? A Meowth slime, yeah. Truly. Here, I don't want to run out of boost, so we're gonna wait a second. There we go. We've made this journey so many times. Back from nap time. Nice. New Ace, welcome back. I hope it was a good nap. Yeah, good morning. I don't know what it is about my schedule these days. I have not taken a midday nap or an evening nap or just a nap in a while. I think I'm doing okay, but I used to freaking love naps no matter what the time of day. And I don't know. I think that's a good thing though, right? It means I'm feeling rested enough, or like, it's not even rested enough. Part of it is if I'm really tired, or maybe I didn't get full enough sleep, and then I'm stuck sitting, I don't know, like when you get stuck sitting at a desk, or you lay down on the couch to like read or watch TV, if I'm sedentary, then I'll doze off and I'll nap. Assuming that's your goal, I'm proud of you. I don't know. I don't have anything against naps, but I definitely don't like when I get, I don't know how to describe what I'm saying, stuck in a place where I'm like, oh, the only way to survive my day is through a nap. Yeah. Oh, I'm glad it was good. It is a good thing to, I know for me, I nap more when I'm stressy, depressy. Yeah, that's true too. Like when I'm really feeling the weight of the world, and then I'm more apt to just like plop down on the couch in the middle of the day, and even if I slept well, I'm gonna doze off. I'm gonna just let myself like go back into snoozing. Naps make me tired. That too. Sometimes you don't wake up refreshed. It depends. If I set an alarm, that helps a little bit more, but yeah, sometimes you just don't wake up feeling refreshed. Is this the only thing that we, is this the only one that we put down over here? Is this it? Oh, what is that? A glass shard. Cool. I think that is the only one we put down. I love hate naps because mine are 10 minutes, or either 10 minutes or 4 hours. Yeah. Naps feel great when they happen, but waking up is a drag. Yeah. Definitely, definitely. Okay, so... Wait, didn't we make a gray teleporter too? No, we only made the pink and blue ones. Huh. Yeah, I don't think we put any more machines down except for that one. And we put it in the weirdest spot. But we got this cool glass stuff from it. Do you hear that noise? Who's making that noise? Ah, this is it. Golden ginger. Hello? It like glitched into the ground. Boo. You see that? It says gilded ginger, but it's stuck. I can't get it. It was making that noise too. They make that like jingly noise so you can know when they're nearby. Yeah, shiny, except it's stuck. What a bummer. So do the mosaic slimes make that noise too, though. And that's not gilded ginger, that's just they're about to catch fire, and you should probably back away. Alright, well, do we have... Yeah, that's rigged. What a disappointment. I get so excited when I find gilded ginger. It's really rare. The shimmery globe, it's kind of a force field. It protects you when there's a firestorm, which is what was happening when we walked into this area. It protects you from tar slimes. And that's about it. It's just a nice little bubble of green stuff. So then I think we don't need to come up here, right? I think what I want to do is put down... Let's go back to the beginning. Let's see if I can find my way out of here. I get lost in Glass Desert a lot. I think I have a drill on me. I don't think I have a pump though, but that's probably not smart to put two different types of things down. So I think I'll just wait for the one we have to run out. Dang it. I was hoping that I had put a pump here somewhere. But we only put one drill. That's this. We don't have any other stuff, right? Oops. Is that the only spot? No, there's one over here. I mean, it's smart to put a couple drills down at the same time, but now this one is one cycle already complete. I don't want them to be out of sync necessarily. It shouldn't be this hard though. Oh heck, we'll just put another one. Why not? We're here. Enjoy. Yeah, this is annoying. Gotta get some of the shiny sand. Oh, little fire slime. You got left behind. We're just going home. I feel defeated. What other things? I feel like we should have a teleporter for the quarry, but we don't really need one because there's one so close to our ranch. We should have, I feel like we should have a teleporter for this area, for the temple. And we should try to set up some stuff here and see what we can drill. It could be fun. I'm gonna end up going back and watching this VOD just to make sure I didn't leave any drills or gadgets behind that I forgot about. Okay, let's go home. What can we use these glass shards for? That's neat. No new recipes? No new treasure cracker? There's gotta be something. Maybe if I open more treasure, I'll get the next treasure cracker. But it's been a minute since we found a new one. We found one blue treasure pod today. Here, have some heartbeats. Doop, 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 doop. Gonna give the rest to our fire slimes. Enjoy. Oh, can I aim? And we'll empty this. Just a little bit of stuff at a time. One day at a time. We're on day 102 now. We survived another 24 hours. Ah, frick. We're slowly making money. I was hoping to do another 7Z reward club thing today, but I don't think we're gonna get there. I can't believe how expensive they get. I don't know how people make that kind of money in this game. Let's go. I'm guessing this is still kind of empty, yeah. It takes quite a bit to fill it up with ash. Thank you for the plorts.
Yay.
Number. Thank you for gifting a sub to Meg. I appreciate it. Meg, welcome back to the human race, courtesy of Number. We're very glad to have you. Enjoy your Earth Badge, your emotes, your ad-free viewing. Thank you, friend. Thank you for that gifted sub. Thanks for all the hype, too. What the goodness heck? Oops, I dropped there. Okay. The toy needs to go back in there. You need to go back in there, too. What are you doing, buddy? You little fried egg. There you go. That's so many fire plorts. How much are these worth? 22? What the goodness heck? We had a lot of hype today. I don't know, people are just feeling a certain type of way on this here Sunday. Something about the weekend. People are really feeling the WrestleMania hype. What else is going on this weekend of note? Let's snag this. These are making us most of our money right now. These are only worth 11. These are worth 34. That's pretty good. Yeah, we're gonna do some farm maintenance here for a little bit. I haven't done any collecting of plorts over here with our tabbies, so maybe we should give them some love. Hello. Hello, free range tabbies. They're all over the place, causing chaos. They give you these little, what is it called? The decorizer, so you can store ornaments and decorations in every area. Does anybody decorate their overgrowth? I wouldn't know what to do with it. I know you can put plants in here, but I haven't put like ornaments or echoes in here. I guess it could look pretty cute. I think the echoes would look really good at nighttime. I don't know that I'd be that I would notice them during the day. Hi. Plorts? Anybody got plorts? I also think it's kind of a shame. The overgrowth naturally has fruits, vegetables, and chickens. But to do free range, you're only ever gonna get a combination of slimes that eats 2 of those, right? So I chose one that likes fruit and meat, but the veggies in here just go to waste. I wish you could pick what grows naturally and have that be like a special feature of the overgrowth, you know? Like putting echoes just around because they look like little fireflies. Yeah. Just having them pop up. I like when you find them randomly in the desert. They'll just appear and it's a nice little surprise. So yeah, we can sprinkle them around. Okay, that's a lot of phase lemon here. Here. We could put even more tabbies in here if we wanted. We have so much food in here. I think that's the solution, right? More tabbies. All right, let's go this way. I have a store link here. Should we put a store link in the overgrowth too? Seems like overkill. We could stand to have another refinery link over here with this store link like next to each other. These guys need more food. Hi, cuties. Enjoy. Oh, this is full? Dang. They were not producing these nearly as fast. Did I change something? Did I make them eat faster, maybe? No, I didn't. Okay, well, good. Because these are worth a little bit more. Wait, what? Oh my gosh. This was so backed up. Now I feel real bad. It's because I put more in there. I put more dervishes in there with them. Oopsies. Is this gonna be full again? No. Okay, we caught up with it. We should do the other one though. Now we're making money. Now we're at 55,000. Good. Come on. Nice. These are worth 33. Gone are the days when one type of plort that you hadn't found yet was worth like 90 gold. Long gone. Or 80 or something. I remember, oops, the first time we found sabers. I was so excited because they were worth a ton of money. That's a slime, that's a Largo we don't have yet, and I should make one. What should we make sabers with? They eat meat, right? So maybe just, I don't know, what would be cute? Rock sabers, tabby sabers, mosaic sabers. We could put them out here. This area isn't being used to its full potential. Something that eats fruit so we can keep these prickle pear trees. And something that eats chickens so we can keep all these chickens around. That makes the most sense, I think. What else eats fruit? The phosphors eat fruit, but that wouldn't be a good match. Honeys eat fruit. Who else eats fruit? Honey slimes, phosphor slimes. Quantums eat phase lemons. We could make quantum sabers. That seems like a horrible idea. I'm missing one. Do the crystal slimes eat fruit? No, they eat odd onions. That's what you did? Hey, furry cat, welcome in. You did which one of those combinations? I love hearing how other people set up their ranches. I still feel like I'm just getting started, even though we've been doing this for ages. Here, let's put some more painted hens back inside the corral. Oh, look, there's some hens just chilling on the beach. Zarel, welcome in. How's it going? Happy Sunday. Quantum sabers, nice. I don't know, I feel like I would be afraid that the sabers would get out and eat everyone, but they would just eat all the chickens, right? We could do free range in this area. They're going for it. Let's grab this. Now this area won't be so overrun with chickens. I might put that roostro back in the pen too. Ooh, or I could do what we did before and put you in the corral. There you go. Let's put this one. This thing is overrun. Here, we'll put the elder in here to retire. We'll put you on the beach. We could put all the elder roostros on the beach.
Yes.
Look at all those chickens. Thanks, Parker. Lex, hi, how's it going? Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Thanks for supporting a fellow human. No, I play a lot of different games. Slimerancher is one of my all-time favorites, but we stream a little bit of everything. We recently played Journey. I really like indie titles. I like games where we can explore. We are starting a Super Metroid playthrough tomorrow, which I've been looking forward to for a while. All right, I'm gonna leave this area. It's as good as it's gonna get for the time being. Let's grab these plorts first. Played through Slimerancher at least 10 times. Nice. Yeah, we're still just on our first file. We did all the story, and I'm trying to upgrade my slime science. Trying to get all the different blueprints. We still don't have the level 3 treasure cracker. I really want to get that. So we're just doing a little bit at a time. I think my next goal was to make another pump. Maybe we'll make 2 and bring those to the desert. Because we have 2 drills at the desert and no pumps. And we really want shiny sand. Am I just in time to say goodnight, Magus? How's it going? It's good to see you. We're going for a little bit longer. Are you heading to bed, or are you just popping in to say hi? Oh, we did. We got a ton more gold. We got enough to do the next Z rewards option if we want to. Just got home. Nice. Time to relax, kick back. We've been working hard on our ranch. We did our speedrun earlier for Goose Game. It was fun. It was really hard. But I'm glad I tried it. Need to do lurks. It was lovely hanging out. I do not get to see your face enough. Thank you for the lurks, Meg. It's always good to see you. I appreciate you so much. Oh, Number. Yeah, thank you again, Number, for the sub for Meg. Don't think I've been outside all weekend. Furry Cat, going outside is important. Getting some fresh air, seeing the sun. I highly recommend. Yeah, we're gonna sell all of these. We were over the house, brought Max with us. Fiona still wants to be an only cat. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Let's just grab these. Don't listen to her. Outside's overrated. I mean, hey, this is coming from someone that doesn't go outside a ton, but like, I still acknowledge that it's a good idea every once in a while. You love cats. I wouldn't have known. Your username doesn't give it away at all. Yeah, I have 2 cats. I love them to death. As you probably see from your name. Let's give these friends some more food. Oh yeah, we have a whole clip collection of cat videos and cat appearances on stream. They're real good. They're a little camera shy, but they do pretty good. Going outside and especially getting in some exercise is great for mental well-being. Yes, 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 yes. Even if it's just like walking or something. It doesn't have to be rigorous. You know, take little steps. Get there bit by bit. It's good for you. Tell you more about the cats? Well, you'll see him in the video. But Duncan just turned 7. He's a big, very vocal tabby cat, orange tabby. And BB is a fluffy tortie. She just turned 8 in September. They're super friendly. They love people. They can't stand to be apart from me. BB will oftentimes come and meow at the door while we're playing a game because she doesn't want me to leave her alone. If I lived on an island or in the desert, I might go outside. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's make... What did we say we were gonna make? We are gonna make... maybe 2... Oh, we don't have very many pink plorts. Maybe just 1 pump then? Why don't we have very many pink plorts? We have that drone helping us. Let's go over there and see what's going on with the drone. Just adopted a cat in August or September. What kind of cat? What do they look like? What's their name? To activate? Oh, does it only do like 1 cycle? Pink plort. Plort collector. Refinery link. Okay. Well, what? You okay? Is it charging? What's wrong with it? It needs water? Oh. Let me read about it. Drones. Drones are a highly useful gadget that can reduce some of the work a rancher needs to perform on the ranch to keep things running smoothly. Once you build a drone, simply give it program. We did that. A drone can run for about a day before it will return to its station, must be powered up. Oh, I did not know that. A drone will overfill an auto feeder or silo due to a bug in their software. 7Z Corporation insists this bug is a feature. Well, we don't have an auto feeder. We just have it going to, Cute. Okay, I didn't know that was a thing. Let me maybe help you out though, dude. Because we need these plorts. Yeah, we just have it taking them to the refinery, so we might not have it take it to the auto feeder because I don't want it to overflow. That means we can make another pump. His name is Lucius, and he's gray with a few white areas. Aw, that sounds really cute. We're going back up here. Have an entire pink slime farm? Nice. Hope the robot buddy is okay. It's okay! The little bee drone reminds us of, Catbug. He's okay! Oh, look at all these carrots we have in here. Look at... Let me just yoink these. And give you all some more food. I'm always surprised with how low the ash gets in this bin. I feel like it drains so quickly. Oh man, I hate when I do that. Here. Come on. I want to grab the plorts, but not the slimes. Nice. Go, go, go. Now we're going back to get the pump, and then we'll go to the desert and hopefully we'll get some of that sand. I don't know. Advance pump. I want to put apiaries over there too. We could just put them out and see what happens. Oh, but it's just a pain carrying everything back. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. We could just do more pumps if we want. Let's do one more. Let's do 3 of each. One more pump, and we already have 2 drills there. That's probably overkill, but what the heck? Let's try it. Anything else we need to do before we go back? Nope, we're good. Let's go. Maybe we'll take a chicken with us this time in case we see another lucky slime. We keep running into them with no food to give them. Oh, we have a bunch of new briar hens. Good. Let's leave 2 behind with this roostro. Okay, there you go. And we'll take 3 with us. This is our, whatchamacallit, moss blanket setup. I'm so glad we did that. Ain't no kill like overkill. Oh, we got it! Wait, you can't see it because my face is blocking it. We got the new treasure cracker. That's what that noise was. Oh, finally! What was it that triggered that? It took so long to get this thing. Oh my gosh, we're gonna get so much treasure now. 25,000, worth it. Worth it, worth it. Let's go. Okay, we're gonna go back to... We're gonna stick to our plan. We're gonna go back to the desert. But then we're gonna end stream by opening 1,000,000 treasure cracker things. Need to fabricate 100 slime science machines. I figured it had to do something with making more, oops, wrong thing, more machines. I wasn't making enough. Yes, finally. Gosh, there's so much treasure. I kept finding them and I couldn't do anything with them. We're gonna have a whole treasure hunting stream where we track these down. I think we'll open that one room in Moss Blanket today because I'm so excited about it. But then after that, we'll do the other ones another stream. Wait, what am I doing? We go this way. Making our way to the desert. I hope we get some of this sand material soon so I don't have to take this walk anymore. I love the ancient ruins and the desert. They're really fun to explore. It just takes so long to get there. I'm gonna take a water break really quick. There we go. Hi, little tabby slimes. You're looking very happy. This is just the way that I know to get there. That's the fastest for me, so I don't get lost. I feel like the ruins are just intentionally confusing. Okay, I don't want to run out of teleport juice. Let's just go down here. Hydrate or dihydrate. Thank you, Parker. Water is very important for humans since they are basically plants with anxiety. Exactly. Calypte, welcome in. How's it going? Water is very important. There's only so many things we have within our control. So we might as well take care of these bodies we've got. Doing all right today? That's good. Almost there. Did we come in the middle of a heat storm again? No. We also didn't run into any lucky slimes, but we can't expect 3 in one day. I will have to ditch these because we're gonna need all this room for resources. Nice. That's the second cycle. This is the first cycle for this one. Okay, let's put our next one down. What makes the most sense here? Let's put it over here. That's 3 drills, and then we'll put... Oh, should we put one up there? I just want to make them in spots where I'll remember that I left them, you know? Let's put 2 over... Oh yeah, this is perfect. 3 pumps right next to each other. Okay. That'll be good. Since these are all in sync, these pumps, that'll be a nice setup for later. The drills are all out of sync, but what can you do? Tornado? Yeah, the little dervishes, the Saturn slimes. These little devils are so cute, but they're the ones that make these tornadoes. They don't hurt us though. The fire is the only thing that hurts us. Is there a mosaic around here? No. Look at those cuties. Okay, it's treasure time. We set up all of our gadgets. Let's crack open some treasure pods now. Yes. We gotta get home first. We might get our moss blanket, the first round of our moss blanket resources first. I don't know. What do you think? Should we just leave that for next time? Here's our warp. I don't know what we're gonna end up using this glass for yet. Okay. Moss blanket. It's in, yeah, they're all over here. So much wild honey. I'm glad we're getting... We finally figured out the best way to get that stuff, and it's really important for some of the gadgets. Hexacomb, okay. So, the way we get to the treasure, Tasmanian slime, yeah, is by... Where's the little exit? Well, we'll find it. We just need to get the high ground here. Yeah, like this. We're good to go. And then we follow this. Let our jetpack charge up. Okay. Go, go, go. All right, we have to land on this. I feel like we can make that. Yeah. And it's all the way at the end. Past this warp. It's this section, right? Look at that sunset. Gorgeous. I love this area. It's the second time we've come over here to get the secrets, and we've gotten to watch this pretty pink sky. Okay, it should be under here, right? Yep, there it is. There it is. Here we go. Ah. No gold slimes, but it's okay. What do you think we're gonna find? I don't even know what to expect. We've never opened one of these before. A lot of them have recipes. Yeah, treasure. Is there gonna be money? Is there gonna be items? Blueprints. Oh! Oh my god. What? Wait. You can only sell gold plorts, right? You can't have gold largos. That would be so cool if we could like give some of our other slimes gold plorts. But no, you can't do it. Look at us go! I have to be careful that we don't open one too many and we don't have the space for it. Let's go to the center. Let's see what's in here. Should we go for this one in the middle? What's it gonna be? Just gold on gold on gold. This one has 12, okay. They're also perfectly organized too. Oh my gosh. We'll do one more. That's all we can take for now. So then we gotta wait for the market. Does this mean the market's gonna go way down though? We've gotta wait for a really good day to sell these. All right, let's go back. What does it look like right now? 246, but going up. We're gonna sell a few. But the more you... Actually, it's not the more you collect, it's the more you sell that changes it. So it's about to go up anyway. Dang, I'm just running around with 40 gold plorts in my pocket. That's so much money! I'm so tempted to sell them all right now, but it's 9 p.m. We can at least wait for it to be midnight and see what happens. It's a good 10k right there. We spent all that money. We started out stream with 24,000 gold, trying to get someday get to 60,000 gold so that we could get the next Z rewards update. Instead, we got to 60,000. We ended up spending 25,000 on the treasure cracker, and now here we are sitting at 44,000, getting ready to sell these so that we can get the next upgrade. I'm sure there's other things that we need to like save our money for as well, besides just the Z rewards, but they're so enticing. I want all the house upgrades, all the colors. Oops. Do I have to water the bee again? I think that's so interesting that that's how they charge. Oh, they're sleeping! Sorry! Oh, they sleep at night. That's really cute. Oh, this game's great. Forever discovering new things with however many 103 days that we've played of this game. In-game, not real time, but still, and we're still discovering new stuff. All the time. Hydro-powered bees! Okay, who is not in retirement? We're running out of space in this pen because these are all elders. Elder hen, elder roostro, elder roostro, elder roostro, elder roostro. There's 2 briar hens. 3. I need to get a better... I thought it was so cool that I was growing odd onions for these crystal slimes, but they need a better food source. The odd onions grow so slowly. We should give them some of the heartbeats too. Everybody loves veggies. Is there a limit for hens in the pen? There's no limit, but after, I think it's... they tell you 10 or 12 or something like that. The hens stop laying eggs because it's too crowded. They get distressed. 12, yeah. It tells you that in the Slimepedia. Everything's in the Slimepedia. Oh, he's going back to work now. You're just resting. Okay, you're doing a great job, Lil B. God, I love that drone. I want to make more drones. The slime Pokedex, yeah. What happened to the market at midnight? 280 and still going up. We gotta hold on to him. Okay. Alright. What's the lowest anybody's ever seen? I mean, this is pretty low for gold plort price. I feel like I've seen him at 450. Because I was thinking like, oh, what's the worst that can happen if we like sell all these at once? But it could truly tank. It could probably go all the way down to 100 or even lower if we sell too many. So I gotta be careful. Can we store these? I think I can store these with the saber plorts. Yeah. I can store them in here. This silo. This is the private locked silo. I need to get one with a... like, I need a safe. He's a good worker, a busy bee, an absolutely adorable robot. Yes. Okay. Focus gen. What else are we doing? We could technically go get all of the gold now. But maybe we'll save that for the treasure hunting stream. I might even do that off stream. That's just a lot of treasure pods to open and they all seem to have the same thing inside. So no worries there. The fun will be in the hunt of finding more. And I've seen at least one other treasure room. I think I've seen 2 other treasure rooms. One of them I'm pretty sure I know exactly where it is. I think it's in that area of Indigo Quarry where you teleport to the little mountain. And there's those fire flowers everywhere. Gotta go. It was nice being here. Thanks, Kat. Take care. Have a good night. We'll see you around. I think that area had a treasure room, and then there's an area in the dry reef that I found, I think. But I'm not 100% sure where they all were. Thank you for the follow as well. I appreciate it. Okay, let's go this way. Pim! It's good to see you. Happy 4 months. Oh my goodness. Welcome back to the human race. Enjoy your Earth badge, your emotes, your ad-free viewing. We're very glad to have you. I hope you're doing well. Happy weekend. How's life treating ya? We are just having a peaceful day on the farm. I have been spreading myself thin with slime projects today. I'm kind of losing my train of thought of what it was I wanted to do before we ended stream. I know we were going to open a bunch of treasure pods, which we did, but there was something else that I had on the back of my mind and now I can't think of it. Oh well. I'm gonna take a look at our recipes really quick, our blueprints before we go. Not too bad. I've had lots of time to stream lately, which has been nice. This game looks crazy. This game is so fun. I can't speak Slime Rancher's praises enough. It's too cute. It's too satisfying. We've got plenty of mosaics, rad. We could refill the honey, and we could refill... Yeah, that's... The tabby's doing okay too. Just the honey slimes we're gonna refill. Everything else we can sell. I have never made, I know you can have like a slime hut in Stardew Valley. I've actually never done that. I wonder, it's similarly satisfying and fun to raise slimes. I think it's kind of a similar deal, like you provide them with water and then they produce slime whatevers. Plorts, but it's not plorts. Okay, what was I looking here for? Med station, cute. Hydro turret, taming bell, potted cactus. Other items can stick to it for a short while. Oh. That's cool. It actually isn't a decoration, it serves a purpose. The snares. Oh, I forgot we didn't put our basketball hoop up. We gotta do that too. Too many things to do. Yeah, let's go play slime ball before we wrap up. Although, I think technically you can't play it with Largos? I don't know, let's go find out. I'm on my way to bed, so this might be a short visit. Oh, no worries. I'm glad you stopped in to say hi. You'll come hang out proper sometime soon. It's a plan. We can't wait to have ya. Look at this little phosphor slime just watching the apiary do its apiary dance. Okay, this is where we're gonna put the slime ball hoop. Oh, look at it! Oh my gosh. Come here. We have some business to attend to. Come here. Oh my god, look, it's perfect. It's giving us so many. Come here! Oh my god, there's so many! What? This is just endless! You're gonna give me 50 pink slimes all at once? Does it know that we're trying to play some basketball here? Oh, they're so bouncy. Okay, well, I can't do this very well. Yay! Oh, and it starts a timer. Oh my god. This is too funny. I'm so bad though. There's some achievement you get in Steam for doing this. Oh my god, the pressure! I'm trying to hover while I do this, but I don't think I need to. I just gotta get better at the bounce. Come here! Da 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 da! What did we get? 3. My aim! Maybe I gotta stand back further. No! That was so... that was so hype for this little, like, optional mini-game. What's the strat here? It's gotta have more of an arc, right? Did the music change? No. You either gotta have more height or back up for a little bit more of an arc. Okay. Rip. What if I stand on this thing? It probably knows that I'm doing that, right? Or I stand up here. We're gonna try again. There's so many pink slimes around here. Da-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na. They're so wiggly. And it moves the whole time, but that's really satisfying. I enjoy that quite a bit. We'll get there one day. We'll perfect it. Da-na-na. Have a good one, little guys. We'll see ya. I'm just leaving that basketball hoop there. That lives there now. These phosphors, I feel bad. I'm gonna have to put them in the cave, I guess. In the grotto. Oh, I was gonna see... I remember what it was that was at the back of my mind. I was gonna see if we could make another drone. Right? Do we have enough for that now? Because we got more wild honey. I feel like we can make one now. Yeah. Heck yeah. We can make 2. A drone clone. They can be friends. We can make 3. We can make so many now. Oh, this would be our last one. Let's not use all of our wild honey yet. But I want to make... Let's see. I definitely want to put one in the main area. Because I want one of them collecting pink plorts and one of them collecting rock plorts. Should we just put them next to each other? Or should we put them on opposite sides? Does it matter, Jen? Why is this... Why do you always ponder like this? Let's just put them in the same place. They're gonna have to travel all the way across anyways. Okay, let's activate it. No, don't pick up gadget. Let's... There we go. Target, rock plort, source from plort collectors, destination, refinery link. That's it. You cutie. Okay, it's snoozing. But yeah, that's good. I wanted a robot friend for the robot. Yes. I want to do that, and then I want to do... So, should we have one? What gets the most backed up? The honey plorts? No. I'm not sure what else we should do. Maybe one in the free range area, because I don't go in there very often anyway. Like, we should have one in the grotto and one, at least one in the, overgrowth. My brain is just saying it's time, Jen. We're mixing our words, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's getting to be time to end stream. We have a refinery link in here. I think I'm also gonna make a market link. I'm gonna just put them next to each other. And we'll just put it here. Do. Okay. Right on. Oh, rude. What are you doing? Where the heck did you go? Oh yeah, I brought y'all some more friends. Be nice. Eat fruit. Eat fruit and don't be cranky. God, they're so vicious when they are hungry. Aren't we all, though? There we go. Thank you for eating fruit. God. Who's dive bombing me right now? You. I see you. I see both of you. I will never understand why this room is absolutely packed with food. Maybe it's because there's no chickens in here or something. They don't have anything to exercise their hunting instinct. Anybody else still angry? No? We good now? Oh, somebody is. I see you. There you go. But look at their little smiles when they're not grumpy. They're so cute. I can't get rid of them. Be nice, eat fruit, and don't be cranky, Jen 2021. Yeah. When talking to my cute little hunter phosphors, I love them. Let's set up a drone. Target... Phosphor plorts. Source. Oh. Oh, free range. I was like, wait, there's no option. But yeah, free range. Destination. Refinery link or market link? We don't have a silo to put them in. We could make one. I don't think it's worth it. Let's put them in the refinery for now. That's fine. Look how messy it is in here. That noise scares me, but it's because we put 6 new phosphors in here, so it's okay. And I think actually all the brand new hunters, when you first evolve them or whatever, when you transform them, I think they're always grumpy at first. So that's whoever's chasing me at the moment. Where'd you go? There you are. Gonna help this drone clean up a little bit. And we should be good. So many berries. Oh, oh, that scared me. Yeah, we'll get another drone in here to get the other type of plorts and we should be good. Oh, we're full. Eat fruit, eat fruit. Everybody be cool and eat fruit. What more could you want in life than to live in a cute little cave with all your closest friends and eat fruit? Let's go! Are we selling these? Yeah. I want to know what's gonna happen to the plort market with these gold plorts. It's very exciting. I want to keep playing this after stream, but I should take a break for a bit. Alright, I think we're done. Gosh, I love this game. It's too good. I'll be excited when we boot it up again. I can't stop. Okay, we're just gonna refill these odd onions. Cause look, they're almost empty. It's fine. Just one more, I know. We can't, we gotta wrap up for the day. It's always just one more task. Just one more slime. We almost made enough money to get the next house upgrade. I could sell some of those gold plorts, but I'm gonna wait. The next house upgrade isn't that exciting. I think it's some more color packs. And actually it's a backpack upgrade? A storage upgrade? What is it? Tank Booster Ultra. Learn more. Oh, it doesn't, okay, never mind. It doesn't give me details, it just tells you about the rewards club. Tank Booster Ultra actually sounds really good. I hope that means it increases your storage. It might just increase your, like, your water tank or something though. Current rank, Dancing Mongoose 3. Next rank, Endless Mountain 1. Where do they come up with these things? Alright, save and quit. Otherwise, I'll be stuck in a loop. We're at 5.5 hours stream. We'll chat for a little bit and then we'll wrap up, so I'm happy with that. Big stretch. Oh my goodness. Today was so fun.